6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Mariam Khan. First, the headlines. A meeting of PTI's core committee in Islamabad today, with the Prime Minister in the chair, reviewed prevailing political situation of the country and availability of different commodities. Head of government's negotiating team says our doors are open for dialogue with opposition, but we will never allow any attempt to create chaos in the country. Munir Akram has taken charge as Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations. In Geneva, thousands of Sikhs and Kashmiris staged a huge protest demonstration against the Indian forces' crackdown in Punjab and occupied Kashmir. ASEAN Business and Investment Summit begin in Bangkok, Thailand today. In Afghanistan, 9 school children were killed in a bomb blast in Takhar province today. Pakistan women won the first one-day international match against Bangladesh women by 29 runs in Lahore today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has directed the provincial governments to ensure availability of items of daily use at minimum prices to the people in their respective provinces. He gave these directions while chairing the core committee meeting of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister also directed the provincial governments to take strict actions against hoarders and profiteers through district price control committees. The meeting overviewed the flour stock situation in Sindh and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The meeting also discussed other important issues, including prevailing political situation of the country. It deliberated upon the problems faced by the people and their resolutions. Head of government's negotiating team Pervez Khattak says our doors are open for the talks with opposition, but we will not allow any attempt to create chaos in the country. Addressing a news conference along with the Education Minister Shafkat Mahmood and MNA Asad Umar in Islamabad this afternoon, he said core committee meeting of PTI today decided that there will be no talk on the resignation of Prime Minister Imran Khan. Pervez Khattak said law will take its course if the agreement is broken. He said any damage caused to lives and property will be sole responsibility of the opposition if they resort to violence. Defense Minister said core committee also regretted on statements made on container of the opposition march. The head of the government's negotiating team said holding protest at this critical juncture when Kashmir issue is in limelight will undermine this important cause. He said the core committee has decided to go to the court against Maulana Fazlur Rahman after he made a statement of a citizen arrest of the Prime Minister, as it is equivalent to inciting people of mutiny. Special Assistant on Information and Broadcasting Firdaus Ashiq Khan has said that the country's institutions are our pride and guarantor of defense and security of the motherland. In the series of a tweet today, she said dragging them into the political for sordid political interest is both the regrettable and reprehensible. She said the people and national security institutions have rendered immense sacrifice for peace in the country. She said JUIF Chief Maulana Fazlur Rahman should not take forward agenda of the country's enemy through his negative politics of trying to make the institutions controversial. Earlier, in a separate tweet, Special Assistant to Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting Dr. Firdaus Ashiq Khan regretted that the leaders of the opposition parties are attacking the state of Pakistan to help their children reach the power corridors. Minister for Communication Murad Saeed has said that the mission of Prime Minister Imran Khan is recover the plundered amount from the corrupt elements and spend it on the welfare of the people. Commenting on the protest march of the opposition, he said in a statement today that the opposition has gathered in the federal capital to protect their vested interest and the amount they plundered. He said Imran Khan has neither done any corruption nor will he tolerate it. Special Assistant to Prime Minister on Poverty Alleviation Sania Nishta has said that the social protection has been placed on the top of the government's agenda. Talking to World Bank Group President David Malpass in Islamabad, she said despite limited fiscal space, resources have significantly been increased from the social protection. Dr. Sania Nishtar also informed Malpass about the new payment model of Kifalat program, which would promote the financial inclusion of the women through one woman, one bank account. The World Bank Group president expressed keen interest in the initiatives and appreciated that the government is taking steps to address the problems of the poorest section of the society. Special Assistant to Prime Minister on National Health Services Dr. Zafar Mirza has said that the government is taking every possible steps to ensure universal health coverage. In a statement today, he said the government is giving priority to the health sector. He said upgradation of the maternity care hospital Apara has been completed. A new labor room and operation theatre have also been established there. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. Munir Akram has taken a charge of President Permanent Representative to the United Nations. He replaced Maliha Lodi, who has been completed her tenure. Munir Akram, being a well-known figure in the diplomatic circle, has served as Pakistan's ambassador to the United Nations previously as well, holding the office for the 6 years between 2002 and 2008. In occupied Kashmir, the sufferings of millions of people living in Kashmir Valley and Muslim-majority areas of Jammu region continued unabated due to the strict military siege opposed by the India on the 90th straight day today. Normal life remained badly affected in the Kashmir Valley and parts of Jammu due to the unrelenting restrictions under Section 144 and gag on internet and prepaid cellular services. Meanwhile, posters displayed in Srinagar have warned that any Kashmiri politician found overtly or covertly cooperative in any way with Bharatiya Janata Party and RSS will face the stern action by the people. Pakistan's High Commissioner to UK Mohammad Nafees Zakaria, addressing the gathering held at the High Commission in London, said world community, particularly members of a civil society, media and parliamentarians, had rebuffed the India claims for normality in the occupied Kashmir. On the occasion of 35th anniversary of Sikhs massacre in India after the murder of Indira Gandhi in 1984, thousands of Sikhs and Kashmiris took the streets of Geneva to protest against the Indian forces' crackdown in Punjab and occupied Kashmir. The protesters were carrying banners and placards with a slogan like "Stop Genocide of Sikh and Kashmiris" and "Indian Army Quit Kashmir." On the other hand, German Chancellor Angela Merkel raised the Kashmir dispute during her talks with the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and conveyed that the situation of people in occupied Kashmir is unsustainable and not good. ASEAN Business and Investment Summit began in Bangkok, Thailand today. Trade is the main focus of the summit, along with some discussion on other regional problems such as maritime disputes and the plight of Rohingya refugees driven from Myanmar. In Afghanistan, 9 school children were killed and several others got injured in a bomb blast in Takhar province today. According to police, the blast occurred when a landmine implanted on the road in Darkat district went off. Meanwhile, in another blast in Budgam province, 11 people, including 2 security personnel, were injured. The blast occurred next to the provincial province of the chief department in Palekhamri city. Turkey says it will send the captured Daesh member back to their home countries. Talking to Bulletin in Istanbul, Interior Minister Soleiman Soleh complained about the European inaction on the matter, saying that it is not acceptable to us, it is also irresponsible. 1 Palestinian was killed and 2 others got injured in Israeli air raids along the Gaza Strip today. Pakistan women have won the first one-day international match against Bangladesh women by 29 runs in Lahore. Batting first, Pakistan women scored 215 runs with the all-out in 48.5 overs. Chasing the target, Bangladesh women were all out at 186 in 47.4 overs. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while cold in northern areas during the next 12 hours. However, rain thunderstorm is expected in districts of North Punjab, Kashmir, and Gilgit-Baltistan. Light snowfall is also expected over high mountains in Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan during this period. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streamings of our bulletin on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.